Man, feels so good to be home after such a long week. Hey, computer, what's been going on while I was away? Well then, let's not keep the viewers waiting. Cue the logo. Bonjour, everybody. I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince. Welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. And today, we're going to the most beautiful city in all the world, Paris, France. In the past, I've talked about many different films that took place in this beautiful city, whether it being classics like Gay Paris, childhood cartoons like Madeline, recent masterpieces like A Monster in Paris, and powerful films like The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Anastasia. Anyway, for today's blog, we'll be looking into an animated movie that came all the way from France, which was given to us by Gaumont, with some help from the Weinstein Company. But the question is this: does it deserve a round of applause, or does it have the lightness of a depressed elephant? Well, let's find out. Released in France on December 14th, 2016, and the United States on August 25th, 2017, the movie is Ballerina, or as the marketers in the US call it, Leap. So, let's get started. In 19th century France, a young orphan girl named Felicie dreams of becoming a ballerina. She and her best friend Victor soon run away to Paris, where she enrolls in a prestigious dance school and competes for a chance to be a prima ballerina. So, what do I think of this movie? Well, when this movie was first advertised on Facebook last December, I became very interested. And as the months went by, I instantly fell in love with this movie while hearing about more facts about it. And after 8 months of waiting and finally watching this movie in theaters, it did not disappoint me at all. I love this movie. In fact, it's so good that I don't see anything wrong about it. But anyway, let's move on to Mustang notes. The film was directed by Eric Sommer and Eric Warren. And in addition, Carol Noble and Laurent Ziton joined Sommer to write the screenplay, with music by Klaus Badelt. The film was produced in L'Atelier Animation in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The filmmakers used keyframe animation of Aurélie Dupont and Jeremy Billingard. Sorry, my French sucks, but anyway, they are two star dancers of the Paris Opera Ballet in order to translate realistic dance choreography to the animated film. Dupont became the de facto choreographer of the film's dance sequences. Now, what are my thoughts on the animation? Well, in my opinion, the CGI animation looks absolutely magnificent, especially with the scenes in Paris, the Opera House, and the orphanage. Plus, the dancing scenes is really beautiful. It's almost like I'm watching real ballet dancers, and it almost makes me think of my musical theater village friends who are on dance team. Now, I guess you guys are probably wondering, why change the title from Ballerina to Leap? I could be wrong, but I have one theory. It might be the same reason why Pixar turned The Bear and the Bow into Brave, or why Disney turned Rapunzel and the Snow Queen into Tangled and Frozen, in order to aim at a male and female audience. But hey, I'm a boy, and I'm entitled to watch any movie I want, no matter what audience it's aimed at, just as long as the movie is family friendly. Also, in my opinion, the title Leap does make sense for the main plot of the movie. Also, I need to note that several months ago, thanks to some support from a few YouTube commenters and subscribers, I was able to watch the UK version on Kiss Cartoon. And while watching the American version in the movie theaters, I discovered that some parts of the script have been changed and some new lines have been added in. But in my opinion, it's equally as good, though a little corny and random sometimes, but still, it's pretty much the same movie, so thank God we don't have another Dougal. Also, my favorite scenes in this movie, other than the ballet dance class and training scenes, is the scene where Felicity dances at a bar, which makes me want to clap along with it. And I like the scene where Victor and Felicity escape the orphanage. Now, here's where we come to the music. In my opinion, the music Klaus Badelt composed for this movie is very, very beautiful. Plus, there are several songs by different artists featured in this movie, like Be Somebody, Unstoppable, Rainbow, Suitcase, Confident, and You Know It's About You. And even though some of these songs don't fit into the movie's time period, they are still great songs to listen to. Plus, I think they fit into the movie's plot. Also, the Nutcracker and Swan Lake music by Peter Tchaikovsky is played in a couple parts of the movie. Anyway, now that we got Mustang notes out of the way, let's move on to the characters and the voice actors who brought him to life. Oh, and just so all you know, I'll be discussing the actors who did the voices here in the US, since some of the voice actors from the original UK dub have been replaced. Our main lead, Felicity, is voiced by Elle Fanning, who has been in films like My Neighbor Totoro, Maleficent, and The Box Trolls. Felicity is an orphan girl with big dreams of becoming a ballerina. I really like her for her spirit as well as her passion. I also think Felicity's reason to dance, because it was with her mother when she was a baby, is a very inspirational reason. And I think Felicity's dance moves get better and more beautiful as the movie progresses. Felicity's best friend, Victor, is voiced by Nat Wolff, who has been in New Year's Eve and Paper Town. And he'll be in the upcoming Home Again movie this coming Friday. Victor is a young boy who wants to be an aspiring inventor. In my opinion, Victor is a great character, and I may sound like a shipper, but I think he and Felicity make a great couple. Plus, Victor's hang glider invention is very clever. My favorite thing that he does is fix Felicity's music box twice. Next we come to Odette, voiced by pop singer Carly Rae Jepsen. I'm sure you guys are familiar with a little song of hers called Call Me Maybe, are you? Anyway, Odette is a mysterious caretaker and former prima ballerina. In my opinion, Odette is the best character in the movie. Why, you may ask? Well, it's because she makes a great dance teacher when training Felicity in several ballet lessons so that Felicity can become a ballerina. Also, I think Odette's backstory on how her leg became disabled was really sad. Plus, I think Odette makes a great mother figure for Felicity. Also, fun fact, Carly Rae Jepsen has contributed a song called Cut to the Feeling, which is played during the end credits. And in my opinion, it is such an amazing song to listen to. Next up is Louis Merant, voiced by Terence Scammell. Merant is a demanding ballet instructor who's been assigned to host an audition to choose the perfect dancer to cast as Clara in The Nutcracker. In my opinion, Merant is very strict, but he is a soft-hearted guy, and I also think that he has a close connection with Odette. Next we have Camille Leon, Felicie's arrogant rival, voiced by Maddie Ziegler, who has recently been in the Book of Henry. To me, Camille is mostly a spoiled brat, especially with how she treats Felicie by calling her a rat and saying that she's nothing. But the scene that really broke my heart is when Camille breaks Felicie's music box by throwing it out the window. Because of that, Felicie steals Camille's identity to be part of the ballet class, similar to what Mulan did in order to be part of the army. But anyway, after Felicie wins the role of Clara, Camille becomes nicer, so in a way, Camille's not that bad. Finally, we have our villain, Regis Leon, voiced by Kate McKinnon, who has been in the 2016 Ghostbusters movie and Finding Dory, and she'll be in the upcoming Ferdinand movie this winter. Regine is Camille's sneering mother who wants her daughter to get the role of Clara. In my opinion, Regine is a nasty character. She's like a mix between Lady Tremaine from Cinderella and Velma Von Tussle from Hairspray. She is strict and tyrannical to her daughter. She even despises and abuses Odette and treats Felicie like a little rat. She's also very vengeful when she sends Felicie back to the orphanage, and of course she fires Odette. And she even tries to kill Felicie with a sledgehammer at the end of the movie. I mean, my God, what a real bitch she is! Also, as a bonus note, Kate McKinnon voices two other characters in this movie. The first being Mother Superior, who tells Felicie that life is hard and painful and that she should give up because she believes it's never going to happen, which, in my opinion, is very discouraging. And the other is Felicie's late mother, who lives as a memory in Felicie's dreams. The rest of the cast includes Mel Brooks as M. Leteau, Shoshana Sperling as Felicie's new friend Nora, Joe Sheridan as the opera director, and Timur Kapelian as the pretty Russian boy Rudolph. And now, let's move on to my final words. Overall, Ballerina, aka Leap, is a great French animated film. The animation is fantastic. The characters like Felicie and Victor are a couple who you want to root for. Plus, Odette is a great dance teacher. Also, while some of the script has been changed and new lines have been added in, the dialogue is pretty good. Also, the music by Klaus Badelt is great, as well as the songs by different artists. Plus, this movie has a great moral too. So, I'd like to thank the people in Canada and France for putting this movie together, and sharing this movie with us in the US. And if you viewers have kids, then I highly recommend you go see this movie with them, especially if you like dancing and Paris. As for my final rating, well, I'm going to do what Google did and give this movie a 91% out of 100. Well, that's it for today, everybody. Be sure to join me again for my next blog. Mustang Power. Oh, and to all my French watchers out there, adieu!